Hello and welcome to our first instalment of Pop-Up Africa TV. I'm Jessica Laditon of Pop-Up Africa, and today we're joined by the lovely Doris and Nana from Full of Goodness. Hello ladies.
Hey.
Thanks for joining us today.
You're welcome.
So do you want to start off by telling us a bit about Full of Goodness? What products do you sell? What are you about?
Yeah, sure. So Full of Goodness is all about promoting wellness by introducing traditional foods and practices from Africa and the Caribbean to a new generation. So we have come up with our own line of tiger nut products. So we have our skinned tiger nuts, which are amazing. They are really nutty and coconut flavored. They are high in resistant starch, so it's really good to give you energy throughout the day, which is awesome. We also have nice little conveyor belt going on here. We have our tiger nut oil, which is awesome. It has a higher heat point than olive oil, so when you cook with it, it actually retains the health benefits. Also, it's less absorption into your food because it creates a crust around your pot, so you get less oil in your food, and great for your vitamin E. And finally, we have our flour, which is free from it all. It's free from wheat, free from gluten. All of our products are organic, and the really good thing about this alternative flour is that it has a 1-to-1 ratio with your wheat recipes, so you don't need to buy loads of different other flours to mix together to get a good consistency for your baking. But the most amazing thing about tiger nuts is that it's actually not a nut. It's a ground tuber, so those who have nut allergies are free to have this. It's in your family of yams and sweet potatoes, so that's also a really good selling point.
Great, thank you. So how did it all start, Nana? Are you and Doris friends, or are you sisters? How did it all come about?
Everyone thinks we're sisters, but we're not. We're childhood friends. Not like that. I mean, we are, you know. But we're childhood friends. We've known each other since we were in primary school. Doris and I have always kind of played around with different business ideas.
Typical Africans.
I mean,
that entrepreneurial spirit.
I know, that's definitely with us, that entrepreneurial spirit. We've played around with writing film scripts to even having a t-shirt line. Awesome. So we've always had that in us. How we came across tiger nuts is, well, we're Ghanaian, and tiger nuts is quite a familiar thing that people snack on and eat quite often. So from going backwards and forwards to visiting Ghana, we just kind of thought, there's always this thing when you're African, oh, can you bring me back this, or can you bring me back that? And it's like, we thought, why isn't it here? And then why isn't it here already, packaged well, and just accessible to everyone? So we thought, okay, let's do it. And it was literally a casual conversation that birthed all of this, because it was just something that we stuck to. We were able to just be like, okay, well, you go look into that and I look into this, and we just continued to do it, and then it just gave birth to this.
Awesome, brilliant. And now you're in Selfridges.
Yes.
Congratulations.
I know.
That's a major achievement. It is. And you both look so young as well.
Oh, you may look. But we're not.
Is it the tiger nut?
I know,
guys. Get the scrubs going.
So where else are you stocked? Where else can people go out and find you?
So we're stocked in Brixton Whole Foods. You can also buy online. We were working on some new stockists, and then obviously we're in Selfridges as well.
Brilliant.
So yeah.
And obviously you didn't always start out on the shelves of Selfridges. Where else did you promote your products? And
well, the first kind of introduction was really doing market stores. We done the Kennington Fete, which got our foot wet with selling and stuff, and and then our next major thing was the Pop-Up Africa at Selfridges. So that was our major and most successful market store as well. We learned so much on that store, and it was so much fun. It was actually the best.
I didn't pay them to say this, by the way.
No, honestly, it really was. We say it all the time to everyone, when we're talking about our journey, and
brilliant. And then so we said where it all began and where you're stocked. What advice would you give to anyone watching today, wanting or hoping that one day they can get their products from their sitting room or their bedroom, selling on eBay or wherever they might sell at the moment onto the shelves of major retailers?
I think one of the first things we'll say is like, get out of your head of questioning, are you ready? Are you ready? Because sometimes we were at a point where we just kept on rejigging ideas, re-putting things down on paper, and it got to a point where we have amazing ideas, but we need to actually execute them, and we need actually go forth and do it. Like, who said it to us? It's like, once you go and you try and contact a buyer, the only answer they can give you is no. You're no worse off than before.
That's true.
So we just took that approach, and also you've got to believe in your product wholeheartedly and believe in your vision, and just be like, well, even if they don't, someone else will, and someone else will understand it. So go confident into approaching them as well. Don't try and feel like, oh, poor little us, and they don't really know, we just got a really tiny unit and we're doing, because
they don't know that.
No one has a clue. If your product or your services, you've packaged it well, you're professional, you believe in it, they would buy into it, and they will think you have like a staff team. You know, there's been times we've been pretending on emails, like, but when they call them, just hold on, we'll just put you through. You're gonna take this, like,
no, you have
that
to.
perception. You realise the more you do these things and you start to talk to businesses, is that the world is kind of a myth. It's like loads of things are on consignment, loads of things are, all different deals are going on. So also research what
play that game,
play the game and know what you're going in for. Like, they could throw on the table they want exclusivity deals, and then you have to go away. Don't say yes to everything. Like, sit with it. You seek. We always say, like, human capital has been a huge part to play in our success. Never downplay your network. You will always feel like, oh, but I don't really know any buyers. You just never know who knows someone or who someone is. So, you know, safeguard your business. Don't get me wrong, don't go blabbing it out to everyone, but also, you know, pick the right people to seek advice from. Don't say yes to everything straight away. Stick to your numbers. Numbers are very important. Your margins are very important, and every business, when you're going into trying to supply, will try to push you down on your price. So be prepared to go back and forth with negotiations, but you know what your absolute is and stick to it.
But ultimately, go for it. The thing is to do it. It's all in the doing. You can talk, have meetings and everything. Get down to it and just get it done. Like, contact those buyers, get online research, be savvy with it, email them. I mean,
very savvy.
We have, and it works. Like, you send your samples, they're interested, and it continues from there. But even if some of them are not interested, honestly, don't make it knock you. Just keep on going. Just be like, okay, and just keep on going. It even adds to the motivation.
It really does.
So you heard that, guys. Believe in yourself. Believe in your product. Go out and do it. Do your research, and also don't forget your human capital. Human capital is really important. The people that you have around you, supporting you. Tap into your networks. Okay, thanks. That's been really useful.
That was a long one.
So not for you guys to go away and think about. So how would you balance it all? I mean, Doris, I know that you've got a part-time job as well. On top of all of this, guys, Doris has a part-time job. So how would you balance it all and keep afloat and still get your products out there?
It's amazing doing this with Nana. Being able to have a co-founder that can pick up the slack or to keep you motivated. Like, there's times where we both were, only till recently,
I know, we were both in full-time. I was in full-time. Only this year I decided to go fully focus on this. But
and even that is a sacrifice for the both of us, because I am not able to do that yet. And it's a sacrifice she's taken for the both of us, so that we can push this forward. So it's amazing having a business partner. But if you are doing something on your own, the time management is key, and it's something I'm learning. I'm that person that never used to use their calendar on their phone, never used to use reminders on their phone. It's become my friend. Like even
diaries, I can see you've got a nice diary.
I'm really organised.
And this is the thing. This is like the yin and yang of Nana and I. Really does complement each other. I'll be calling Nana and be like, so in-store on Friday, because at work they want to have a meeting at 12:30, but I'm not too sure. And I thought I put it in my phone, but I'm not too sure. So like, no, Doris, we don't have confirmation yet, so you can do this and you can do that. I'm like, thanks, girl.
But even with working and stuff, it's all about, this is our passion. This is our life. So it doesn't even matter if I'm doing 9 to 5 or 9 to 6 or whatever. After work, I'm going to the office, and whatever it takes, I'm doing it, because I believe so much in like making this a success. So whatever it takes. Saturdays we were in the office. I mean, after work we're in the office, knowing that, you know, the next morning you have to wake up 7 o'clock. But whatever it takes. It's really in our head, because the more we put in, the more we get out. The more we want this to push forward, the more we got to put in it. So
I agree.
And also, just off the back of that, what has helped is having an office space. It has been really beneficial to have a separate space to your home, to just make you focus in and do work. For the longest time we were doing work in each other's living room, and we can definitely say there's a huge difference of our efficiency and productivity being based in an office in that type of environment compared to you're tired, you just come home from work, oh, let me go have dinner, let me sit on the sofa,
watch a bit of TV.
It's all that.
Unless it's Pop-Up Africa.
So it's all of that cannot make you as productive as you can be if you just create the right space. So that environment is also really huge on you being organised and helping you to balance.
I can imagine. When we were speaking off air earlier, you were speaking about in-stores. At Selfridges, you do some in-stores. What are in-stores? Do you want to explain to everyone?
Well, an in-store is basically a sampling session. So you have your little table and you have your samples, and it's really good because you can interact with your customers, you can get instant feedback for your products, you can sell your products, and it's just a good time to have a rapport with your customers and learn about your own business, and they learn about yours. So it's really good. For us, we're finding it's kind of vital for us to be there and interact with them, because we get so much from it, and I'm sure they get so much from it because they buy the product and they enjoy it. They interact with us on social media, so we're growing that while we're doing that as well, and it's just a good thing.
Yeah, totally. We had our first in-store at Selfridges last week, Thursday. And the workers there really rallied behind us in the food hall. They were awesome, and the other people
support
was great, and so were the other people doing samples, and they were just like, you've got to talk to people, because they told us what are the best days to do in stores.
Interesting.
They spoke to us saying that if we don't do in stores, you will see a complete difference in yourselves. When you're there, if you can be there every week, every 2 weeks, and push your product, you will continue to get orders, because you are having that type of dialogue. And people buy into product, but they buy into people as well. So
that is so true.
Especially seeing that there's so many times we did the in-stores and they were like, oh, so you work for this company? And we're like, no, actually it's our company. And they just gravitated to us, and they were like, okay, we'll get that oil there. We actually sold out on the shop floor of our skin tiger nuts, because so many people were just
buying
really into what we were doing and seeing us there and seeing that we're grafting. So in stores are really, really important, and try and push for those. But
and stores as well
have been amazing.
Market stores.
Market stores.
That's another way also to interact with your customers and basically get the same type of result.
Okay. Sure. And who inspires you? Is there anyone in your life that inspires you, or someone that you look at and think, wow, she or he is awesome?
Well, I guess we look at maybe it's just who we are, but we look at the Dangotes. We look at but ultimately, for myself, my peers inspire me, but it's the generation before me that really inspires me, like my mother's generation. Like we're first generation Ghanaians.
Yeah.
Based in the UK.
Yeah.
And my mum always said for her success was to make sure that her children can go to uni and get the degree.
Yeah.
Within myself, I know that I can't do anything lower than that. I need to keep on pushing, especially when you think of like my mum's from Quadrisol Estate, Kumasi, and she's worked so hard here to be able to have her own property, to have her two children going to higher education, getting degrees and masters and whatever else. And it's just like for myself, I need to say that she did all of that to pass on the baton. I need to take it to the next level. Also, I have the opportunity to do it. We have parents that would have wanted to do so many businesses, so many different ideas, but they didn't have that freedom. They had to work, they had to provide,
it's a different mindset,
to survive.
Yeah.
So it's just completely different, and that really does push me to like, come on, keep on going, keep on going. Yeah.
Awesome. And what is next for the brand? What are we doing next with We Are Full of Goodness?
Girl.
Big things, big things.
What can we
Well, we hope to, you know, build up on like the actual brand, getting it out there, getting it known. We want to be like the #1 brand that you recognise for tiger nuts in the UK, and then beyond. But we'll start with the UK, and we're just rolling out more products that we want to have. We should be introducing a granola soon.
Nice.
So just rolling out the product range. We should have maybe a ready-made bread as well. So the limits are endless, really, with what we can do. So it's just to push forward, get the name out there, and have more products.
And find us in more stores.
Oh, sorry.
That's coming. We've
More
got
stores.
some announcements.
Yes, we should have some good announcements coming up in the next couple of months.
Watch the space, guys.
Yes, being nationwide,
space.
we want to be in every store, really. So that's the aim.
Cool. And before we hand over to viewer questions, my one last question is, which African brand can you not live without?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I know mine, but I don't want you to steal it, so I'm not going to say it yet.
Oh,
What
I can't live without.
Which African brand, guys, can you not live without?
It's kind of, I want to shout out an African brand that I'm really like having withdrawal symptoms, and I discovered it recently whilst going to Ghana, and it's another amazing young woman that has started a business, Snacks of Africa, and they have like sliced
coconut
toasted coconut.
Oh, nice.
It is. Let me tell you, yeah. She needs it. She's I know she's American, Ghanaian, and based between the two, but girl, we need them here.
We need them in the UK,
yes.
Because I'm having withdrawal symptoms. It's bad.
Yeah, come back to me. Come back to me.
Well,
What's your one?
mine is rub. For you,
Oh,
people don't know about rub. It's a heated menthol balm, and
the properties
in my
it
home,
has.
we use it for everything. Everything.
Oh, I should have took that.
It's cold.
That's like my nose.
mosquito bite.
Yes.
Mosquito bite.
My lips.
My lips. When you really need to, when it's really cold outside, you just protect the upper lip nose area.
There you go.
Get a little
I did that this
There you
morning.
go. Rub is good for everything. I know someone who uses it to stay awake. I'm not going to mention her name.
Put it under the eyes.
Yes,
That
yes, that's what they use it for. They put it in their eyes.
Oh wow.
I needed that when I was doing my dissertation.
Yeah.
So ladies, it's been brilliant. It's been
had
so
such a
lovely
good
hanging out
time.
with you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Guys, if you've got any questions, please feel free to type them up. If you are watching this later on, please feel free to send your questions in later and I'll get them over to the ladies. But thank you so much for watching. Good night. Good afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Now, is it a long stretch?